প্রিয় দর্শক, আমি টিনা সালাম মঞ্জুর। আজকের এই বিশেষ সাক্ষাৎকার অনুষ্ঠানে আপনাদের সবাইকে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি। আমাদের আজকের অতিথি বলিউডের প্রখ্যাত অভিনেতা জাভেদ জাফরি। টেলিভিশনে এবং বলিউডে বেশ অনেক বছর ধরে কাজ করছেন, অনেকগুলো অ্যাওয়ার্ড পেয়েছেন। আপনারা সবাই চেনেন, পরিচিত মুখ সবারই। আসুন কথা বলুন এই বাংলাদেশে কিভাবে এসেছেন, কি করছেন তা নিয়ে। Hi Javed, welcome to the show.
Thank you
and welcome to Bangladesh.
Thank you. And as they say, NTV দর্শকের জন্য আমার সালামুন আলাইকুম এবং শুভেচ্ছা।
Wow, for a first trip you've learned a lot of Bangla.
Yes.
So let's do the interview in Bangla then.
वो फिर translate. I'll say in Swahili and then I'll translate कर लेना.
I'll have to bring a translator then. Let's just get on with our English then.
English is more okay, meet on common ground.
So what brings you to Bangladesh?
Actually, I had a friend's family wedding.
Okay, so you're here to attend a wedding.
Just attending a wedding, yes.
A very personal trip then.
Yes, it is a personal. I now sadly don't have much time. I've just come for the day and I leave tomorrow.
Okay, so you won't get to see much of our country.
I won't get
then.
to. I saw the bazaar a bit, so that's.
But you do know that our audience would love for you to come here for work as well. You have a lot of fan following here.
Yeah, I know, because obviously the entire Indian subcontinent, whether it's Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, the similarities in
and
culture.
Now elsewhere else, not just the subcontinent.
No. See, this subcontinent has common ground. It all stems from the same cultural roots. The traditions, the cultures, very, very similar. So obviously the people are connected in that way.
How does it feel? Everywhere you go, people know you. You obviously cannot really lead a normal life. I mean, how we lead our lives. How does one stay grounded?
Yeah, this is one thing I have learned. For me, the reality check first, as a human being, is I watch TV, news. So when I watch the news and I realize what I have and what they don't.
Right. What's happening around the world.
So for me, it's like, thank you, God. And at the same time, when I pray, and the little things which bring you down to earth. You're praying, and I'm praying, and there's a man praying in front of me who may be really, maybe a beggar, and he's in front of me. So when I put my head down, my head is where his feet are. So that's the reality check for me again. And basically, once you have your head there, it's fine. Yeah, you can have your millions. I mean, this is just money. It comes one day, it's not there the next day. So as long as you realize that, okay, that's just a part of, you've got something which God has given you, and that's also a responsibility. That money which is yours is not, oh, now which is my next car and which is my next acquisition, which company I have to take over or which jet I have to buy. If you keep doing that, then boss, you're headed the wrong way. So I never thought of that. I never thought I have to work because I have to buy that car. I work, and if I make the money and I say, okay, I can afford this car, fine, I'll take it. But there has to be a line drawn. Okay, it's a balance,
Right.
Don't go to extremes. I drive one car. I can't drive 10 cars. I live in one home. I can't live in 10 homes. So I believe in I have one good car, one for my family. I don't want to buy
What
3
car
cars.
do you drive?
I have a Porsche Cayenne S, but that's the point. I said buy one good car.
Well, what about your family, your kids also? How do you keep them grounded and
That's
away
the whole
from
thing.
all of this?
This thing is
Isn't that a challenge?
It is part of what we inculcate in them in the home. The values, like when we are the people who work around us, they are told to be treated in a certain
because
way.
they are Javed Jaffrey's children, no matter
but
where
the
they
whole
go.
point is that's fine, but that's it. Like fine, you got to go by train. You go by train. Like when my father was an actor, he still is, but he was a star in his time. And when I was a child, I used to travel by trains, buses. I was never ever given like, oh, my friends were all from actually lower, like literally 2-3 years slum friends I had. My best friend was living in one small garage, one garage which was this big, with mother, father, 3 brothers, 4 sisters, in this space. So there's my best friend. So that helps in grounding you. You realize that.
Are you still in touch with him? He's still your best friend?
Yeah, he's in Saudi somewhere. He was in school, my best friend. Then in college, then he went somewhere, I went somewhere. But in school, he was my best friend. And but then my friends always have been. I don't have any affluent friends. It's not that I have anything against, but just so happened that.
I mean, you want to keep yourself grounded to where you are.
Yeah, I have friends. I know the millionaires and the billionaires, but if they are nice people, then I'm friends. Otherwise, okay, it's business. Hello.
The real reasons why you're friends with someone.
Why people it's become it's a very thin line. It started overlapping. People started making friends for where their business can cross for
work
work.
and-
Yeah, okay. For me, it's advantageous to be friends with him. So very conveniently, and a lot of the women do that. A lot of times, conveniently fall in love with this millionaire. Oh, I fell in love
And
with
men
him.
don't do
Why didn't you
that.
fall in love? Hello, no, what? Men, what? How can men? Hardly? Let's face it. It's more.
Obviously, the numbers are less.
Exactly.
Maybe,
You know,
yes,
it's,
in
well, come on,
somewhere.
it'll be like 1% compared to 99%. Because obviously, for this woman, it's okay, I want to lead a good, comfortable life. Why doesn't that girl, very pretty, beautiful girl, fall in love with an assistant director or a writer or a cameraman? No. She'll fall in love with a huge millionaire producer or some. So
But
it's
women aren't marrying that much. I mean, they are progressing on their
Yeah.
careers nowadays also,
you get
focusing
progress.
more
How
on
does
career.
progress got to do with marriage? This is a concept.
Yeah, they're focusing on their career as well. So.
But बाद में फिर, later on they all feel, oh, I wish I had a family. There was this woman, there was a Jean Simmons, I think, she's a Hollywood actress, in a biography. And she said everything, what all she did. She had the men she wanted in her life. She did everything what she wanted in her life. In the end, she said, I don't subscribe to, and don't make it, I'm not trying to sound, but in the end, she said, I wish I had stayed at home. That was the end of her book. She went through so much of pain, everything. She got all the men, money, everything. In the end, she said, I wish I was at home. Because she didn't have the family. She didn't have what she wanted.
Obviously, in this, we want to do everything. We
So
want
for
to play every role.
So
that
for me,
is-
my children, I always tell them, first, there are realities. Look below you, you stay grounded. Look above you, you will never end wanting more and more.
So you're always working. How do you find time for your children or your family? Like now, today, even you're here just for one day.
Yeah, I'm missing a Sunday. I normally take a Sunday off.
Okay.
So Sunday, I'm with the children, family, whatever.
What do you do when you're not working?
See, normally we all wake up late. We probably just sit at home. They like to
Do you
play,
ever make
play
breakfast?
games. No. I have breakfast.
Okay.
But it's a good idea. It should make breakfast together. We were thinking, my daughter kind of makes cakes and stuff.
Pancakes are easier to make.
Yeah,
Maybe you
waffles,
can-
pancakes and all, they make all that stuff. So, but we spend time, we play games at home. There's a pool, we go there, we go see a movie or something, go-karting. Basically,
Okay,
just
so
talk
you are quite an active
while
father
the time.
then.
If I take them for a holiday, I've got them into scuba diving.
Do you dive?
Yes, I do. I'm an advanced diver now.
Oh, okay.
And I also done skydiving.
Where did you last go diving?
I think they're Maldives again. But skydiving is another thing which I've done, but I'm getting
So
into.
you're into adventure sports then?
Yeah,
You
I
like
quite
that kind
enjoy.
of stuff?
Yeah, as long as your body can keep up with it.
How do you keep yourself fit?
Yeah, you have to take care of it to an extent. I'm not obsessed. Oh, so many carbs and so much protein and so much fat and reading the label 5 grams, 10 grams. That's a little too much because people have be healthy, eat good, contain it. Like you know what your body can take or can't take. Like I'm lucky because my body type is not somebody who can put on.
Because you have a good
weight.
metabolic rate then.
Yeah, so
Not everybody is that
I
lucky.
eat
would you?
chocolates, I eat everything, I have no
Oh,
problem. I don't, but I work out a little and I balance my diet a bit. But I eat the good stuff if I feel like eating. I don't restrict myself. But yes, of course, you have to take care.
In terms of work, Boogie Woogie, that show, you've done that for such a long time and it's still so popular.
15 years.
15 years and it's still
I
so
think
popular.
I think it may be the longest